dear life. And Magellan throw poison at him, but he dodges it and he's holding on with one hand. And then he tried to finish Luffy off, but Luffy dodges it just barely. And this when Luffy start to realize like if he get touched, it's over. So Luffy and Bon Clay finally make it to level 4 after nearly getting pummeled by that cow human thing. And it's very, very hot. Y'all know how when y'all open up the oven and then all that heat wave just hit y'all in the face? I'm pretty sure that's how hot it is. But probably even 10 times worse than that. I mean, this demonstration, it just explained for itself. That red stuff right there bubbling is blood. On top of that with flames, that's crazy. But enough about all that. Y'all know that cow human thing they knocked back earlier? It came back and it was running out the buggy and Mr. 3. And look at Luffy, he genuinely do not care. He just smiling. Anyways, they all started to run from it together. And they was out of there, like they was running really fast. Even in this heat, like... it's crazy. But anyways, Buggy started to cook up a master plan. Buggy was like,
I know one thing. If this monster keep running behind me, I'm gonna have to blow his back out.
huh? You gonna what?
Shoot him in the face. Yeah, that's right.
Nah, I heard what you said. You said you was gonna blow his back out. Yeah, I know that Buggy is wildin' and all that, but I never know the frames on how they did Mr. 3 while he was running. Look at bro's head. Why is it going in and out like that, man? They got bro looking like Mr. Potato Head. Now that's actually crazy how I didn't realize that, and I bet y'all didn't realize that either. But anyways, back to Buggy. Everybody make a mistake, now get over it.
Alright then, since you wanna know so bad, I'll show you my muggy ball.
Who the hell is Muggy, your boyfriend?
Shut the hell up, Mr. 3, now muggy ball.
Anyways, after all that, bro shot his Muggy ball, even though I don't know who the hell is Muggy. Wait, y'all might be onto something. Muggy might be his brother, cause it rhymed, Muggy, Buggy. If you put 2 and 2 together, it kind of makes sense. I don't know, I might be onto something, I'm just saying. But anyways, Buggy blows him up with the Muggy ball. And from that small ball, it actually did a lot of damage than you might think. Buggy, smile for the camera real quick. Bro really styled on y'all, that's crazy. Anyways, the cow thing got back up, but it was very injured. So Bon Clay and Luffy had to finish up the job. Bon Clay jumps up in the air and starts spinning around like one of those pinwheels, then kicks bro on the top of his head. Next, Mr. 3 put wax on Luffy's hand. After that, Luffy goes for his final attack and just bodies it. They put it in slow-mo, but I had to speed it up a little bit. Finally, they finished that off, and they started celebrating and stuff, and honestly, I would be celebrating too, because that thing was hella annoying to deal with. Anyways, after it was done doing all that, Buggy and Mr. 3 was telling Luffy that they want to go up, not down. But this one thing started to get a little interesting. As they was blabbering on and stomping hard on the ground, they ended up breaking the floor beneath them and started falling all the way down into this bloody hot pit. And while I'm watching this, I'm like, yeah, they done fucked up now. But I'm also in the back of my mind like, yeah, I know they gonna eventually get out of this situation anyways. And as they falling down, you would think that they'll be more scared and stuff like that and screaming, right? But nah, they was all like,
oh no, my muggy ball was hella strong. That's why this is happening.
No, it was my heavy kick that did it. Both of you guys wrong. My punch was so strong it made both of y'all attack look shitty in comparison. No, my wax powers. Wait, I guess it didn't do much actually. And from that point, they continue falling. Before we continue with them though, y'all gotta watch this quick violation. Well, I don't know what they exactly did. They must be broke the rule or something. But they all got swooped up by this one little thing, bro. And they all fell into this bloody fire pit. But oh no, that's not the violation I was talking about. Even though that is kind of crazy right there itself. This the part I was talking about. This random complained about how he didn't want to do this no more than all that. Then bro throws the log down and started tackling motherfuckers like this man. And as he's continuously running, bro thought he can tackle Daz. Bro turned around so fast and sent mans flying off the ledge. I mean, he asked for it. He doing all that crazy stuff for no reason. Mans even had the guards scared of him. But even after all that, he's still Zoro victim. But anyways, Luffy and them, they end up using the ledge to hop to another platform, which of course that's how they survived the fall. And after Magellan was done shitting, he was ready to fade Luffy, and he was cooking up a plan with his guards and all that, telling them to block each escape exit so none of them can make it out. Man's really not trying to make my boy Luffy get down to see Ace. So back to Luffy and them. They over here hopping around because it's so hot. And this scene is so funny to me because Bon Clay was talking about how it's not really as hot as the desert. Then he started to reconsider and start yapping more and more and more. And then they just got pissed at him because he kept talking. Then Luffy started to smell some food of some sort, I guess, and then he started running away. And we all know one thing that Luffy loves, and it's his meats. Pause. Imagine if Luffy knew what Orbeez was like. Bro would have been at Orbeez every day because you know Orbeez have a lot of meat. Pause. I feel like Orbeez would have been his favorite fast food to go to. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, they started to follow Luffy because he was going to the kitchen and they all was hungry. But Mr. 3 had something different in mind. So he took Buggy with him while Luffy is all like, damn bro, my fucking feet so damn hot. But the food smells so good. Damn it, this shit so fucking hot. But the food... As he continued running, a whole army of guards started running towards him. But bro didn't even care. He was smiling at them. And if your op smiling at you while he's running to you, 9 out of 10, you getting your ass whooped. So as they was closing in on each other, they go in for a swing. Luffy dodges it, kicks Buddy in the face, and then backhands the other dude. And finish the rest of them by just spinning around like a spinning top. And then jumps up in the air and starts spinning his body around. Bro was hitting every single last one of them. But Luffy fun didn't last too long because Magellan is on his way to stop him. Yes, this motherfucker that take like 6-5 shits a day. And y'all probably be like, oh man, Luffy can handle that. Well, we'll see about that. And there's 2 little things that I want to mention before I continue this video. No, actually 3. Number 1, I appreciate you guys for 5K. Number 2, it's a bunch of people that watch my videos but do not subscribe to my channel. So if you're one of those, subscribe to my channel. And number 3, I have a gaming channel. The link will be in the comment section below. Honestly, if you guys just want to chill and hang out with me and shit, I'll probably just live stream on there and just chat it up with y'all and stuff like that. You know, just chill with the community and shit like that. So if y'all guys just go subscribe to that channel, it would be much appreciated. And let's continue. So Magellan pulls up literally like the final boss, and bro was leaking poison all through his body. And when I was watching this, I was kind of curious how Luffy was going to get out of this situation, because dude is literally poison. Like, what is Luffy supposed to do to that? As you can see from the drops, bro just making poison go everywhere. Even the guards had to get up out of there. And of course Luffy, he didn't care. Bro was like, you a whole ass nigga. I'm mad as fuck, hot as fuck, and hungry as fuck. Now get the fuck out my way. And I'm watching this, I'm like, hold on, Luffy got some balls. Do he know who he going against? But then again, Luffy never gives a damn who he goes against. Bro gonna always talk his shit. That's what I love about Luffy. Anyways, Bon Clay was trying to warn him that he's got Venom powers and shit like that, you know. And Magellan, he explains it and all that, so we just gonna skip that and get straight to the fight. So we start off with Magellan turning himself into complete poison or venom, whatever. And man summoned a whole Venom dragon, bro. Man's really got straight to the point. He's not trying to let Luffy see Ace at all. So he tries to attack Luffy with the dragon, and Luffy dodges it. And then he tries to hit the dragon, but luckily Bon Clay came in the clutch and stopped him. Because if Bon Clay didn't do that, I'm not gonna lie, Luffy would have already lost that first part of the match. So I need to see W in the chat for Bon Clay. But wait, Bon Clay is not done yet. He was actually cooking up a plan. He realized that Magellan was more focused on Luffy than him, so he ended up changing his face into Luffy face. And after that, he was trying to mimic Luffy as much as possible. And I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a W just to see like 2 Luffys. Like, imagine the 2 twin Luffys, bro. That's crazy. But that didn't last too long because Magellan made 2 more dragons and he started to attack Luffy and Bon Clay at the same time. And bro did not care about his guards in the process, bro. Mans was like, see, get the fuck out the way. And Luffy and Bon Clay was still running for their life. But eventually Luffy grabs onto this platform with this chain attached to it. And it was really hot, but he had to endure the pain to get away from the dragon. Bro was even getting burned up by the fire. But he actually managed to damage one of the dragon's head though. Magellan was like, alright, bet. Man started chewing on Venom like it's bubblegum and then shoots it at Luffy. By the time it got to Luffy, it burst open into poison gas. And it was spreading very far. It even got close to the prisoners. They was pissed. But Daz, he was just tanking the poison like it's nothing. Even though he's Zoro victim, I still think he's a cold character. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But anyways, Luffy took damage from that attack. And as that was happening to him, Magellan used one of his dragons like one of those spikes from Super Mario 3D World and then flings itself to Luffy. As you can see, Luffy's vision is a little blurry, but he still was able to dodge Magellan attack. Then Luffy jumps back to the wall behind him, holding on for dear life, and Magellan throws poison at him, but he dodges it and he's holding on with one hand. And then he tried to finish Luffy off, but Luffy dodges it just barely. And this when Luffy start to realize like if he get touched, it's over. And bro, Magellan wasn't even done yet. He was melting through the wall. Do you guys know how deadly that Venom have to be? Me after saying that, I knew it would have been hopeless, I'm not gonna lie. And I know it may look like Luffy is crying, but no, it's just the poison. I don't know why I felt like I had to point that out, but anyways. He tried to strike Luffy again, but Luffy ended up falling down in the process. Luckily, not landing in the fire. And meanwhile, Bon Clay, he just skedaddled on him. Yeah, I may be wondering, why would he do that? Well, he realized there was nothing he can do to help Luffy. I mean, it's just that plain and simple. And these motherfuckers tried to cook up a master plan. And honestly, this was Mr. 3 fault. Bro dragged Buggy into this, I'm not gonna lie. Bro really convinced Buggy that was the trashiest defense they had. And they jumps down there, right? And it turns out that the Vice Warden didn't even care about them. He was actually allowing them to leave. Because he figured if he let them leave, he'll just blame it all on Magellan. Basically so Magellan can get fired and he become head warden. That's fucked up, yeah, I know. But Buggy and Mr. 3 had only one job only, and they screwed it up. They attacked the enemy because they felt like they was trash, like I said earlier, and they end up paying the price for it just for thinking they was trash. Well, as in they, I mean the Vice Warden. And as that would happen, Bon Clay was just packing up all the guards. Men were just in tears because he was just painful to see how Luffy was getting hurt, man. And he couldn't do anything about it. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt bad for Bon Clay. Also for Luffy too, because he was taking the damage, I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of Luffy, we'll get to him in a second. Let's just finish this part up. So Bon Clay pulls up on the guard where Buggy and Mr. 3 at. And bro didn't waste no time, he kicks the guard in the head, causing them to drop Buggy and Mr. 3 of course. Then after that, bro just bodied the rest of them. Mans was getting straight to the point. Next, him and the Vice Warden clashed. And then the Vice Warden started to throw consecutive attacks and Bon Clay was just dodging them. Then he tries to go for his final attack and Bon Clay jumps behind him. And as he turns around, bro turns into Nami. And Mans turned to a simp. And then it cuts right there. Now let's finish up this fight with Luffy and Magellan. So Magellan had Luffy on all fours. Pause. Luffy was hella worn out from all that poison and stuff. But his determination wasn't allowing him to give up. So he went to second gear. And he realized he wasn't getting nowhere, so he had to make a sacrifice with his arms. So Magellan tried to attack him and Luffy hit him with the meanest jet bazooka he ever had. Bro made shockwaves throughout the whole impel down, so you know that shit was hella strong. And this time he had bro on his knees. Pause. But although that Luffy hit him with that, he still took major damage. And Magellan over here getting back up like nothing ever happened. Magellan was still doing all that talking. And bro, Luffy is good for this. Bro was like, shut that weak ass shit up. And left 2 little nipple holes right there. After that, he was just shooting little poison balls at Luffy, and Luffy was just dodging all of those attacks. And then Luffy ends up behind him. And Magellan used his dragon, but Luffy didn't care about that. He still punched the shit out of it. But some more of the venom splashed it on him, and after this, it was just getting way worse for Luffy. He started losing his hearing. Not to mention on top of that, Magellan started to use his venom breath, causing Luffy's surroundings to be cut off by straight venom clouds. Bro is just looking at death. This man even created a full form of Venom right behind him. And mind you, Luffy in here just breathing all that. And Luffy tried to attack it, and of course it didn't work. And Luffy just sitting in there suffering, coughing and stuff like that. His vision started to get so blurry, it just was crazy, man. I had my boy look like he was off a perk or something. Luffy jumps up in the air and tried to blow all the poison gas away. And it seemed like it was about to work, but nah, that shit just came right back. And at this point, I'm like, yeah, Luffy is cooked. It's literally no way for him to get out of this situation. You got poison smoke all over you and you can't blow it away too. Yeah, that's just GG's. But anyways, Luffy started to feel the effect and then he ended up falling down to the ground. But we all know Luffy, he's not trying to give up. Luffy's determination is hella strong. He really want to save his brother so bad. Look at bro face, he furious. That is not Luffy. But anyways, Luffy jumps up in the air and tries to go for attack. Magellan grabs his arms and slams his head down to the ground. Luffy still gets back up and he just started throwing Venom attacks everywhere. I mean, like every single last one of them was missing. Bo even burned his feet on fire. But I felt like Luffy wasn't trying to actually attack him. I felt like he was just trying to make himself not fall asleep because all that poison is wearing him down. Or I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking too much into it. Just look at Luffy's eyes. He going blind and he's still trying to fade. So this time Luffy go for his final attempt. He used his second gear for the last time. And Magellan tried to make sure he finished him off. He used 3 of his Venom dragons. Luffy tried to go for his final attack and then this dragon just scooped him up. And boom, this was left of Luffy. And there you have it. Magellan wins and Luffy loses. And of course, Luffy was going to lose. I mean, it was just obvious. That was just an unfair match. So, Buggy, what you think about this episode?
Well, I think it's pretty good, but, Mr. 3 really fucked me over.
How did I fuck you over? You're the one who wanted to follow me.
Just shut the hell up. I don't even want to talk to you right now.
Wait, Buggy, wait. Well, guys, I guess Buggy is pissed. Mr. 3, why you had to do that to him, man? Oh, truthfully, I did it on purpose. You remember last time on the level 2? He left me and I had to deal with that human face lying thing all by myself. I'll call this payback. Well, I guess you're right about that. He did leave you. And also, y'all lucky Bon Clay saved y'all because y'all would have been in a tight spot. But anyways, guys, we're going to conclude here and we're going to catch y'all in the next episode.